So in the last episode, we kicked off the season with a win and a draw without our main man, Ollie Pearce. He's now back fit. However, 5 games in, and he's on no goals. He hasn't scored a league goal this season. However, one tactical tweak has meant we have gone from being quite controlling in games to absolutely battering teams. The tactical tweak has seen us score 10 goals in the last 2 games. Let's go and find out what we've been up to. We're going to update you on all the goals. You will not miss a goal in this series. There'll be a nice little recap with a nice little bit of York City tune from the main man Chutar. Go check him out. Link down in the description. Make some fantastic fan songs over the past few years for York City. I'll leave a link down in the description. Enjoy. Let's see what we've been up to. Let's go.
I'm the chap with the red scarf on, going around singing "We Are York." I'm the chap with the red scarf on, going around singing "We Are York." We're City, play pretty, that is our style of football. How charming, just like the Minster, a pint of bitter and a slice from Ginster. Walking the walk, talking the talk, and singing "We Are York." Climbing up the old Division 4, if you score some then we'll score more. Programme in my back pocket, Reedy's got the ball now, watch him rock it. In Mills, we trust, the other team's got nothing on us, cause we're City, play pretty, and we are York, York, York. Going around singing "We Are York." We're City, play pretty, and we are York, York, York. The chap with the red scarf on, going around singing "We Are York." We're City, play pretty, that is our style of football. How charming, just like the Minster, a pint of bitter and a slice from Ginster. Walking the walk, talking the talk, and singing "We Are York." Climbing up the old Division 4, if you score some then we'll score more. Programme in my back pocket, Reedy's got the ball now, watch him rock it. In Mills, we trust, the other team's got nothing on us, cause we're City, play pretty, and we are York, York, York. Cause we're City, play pretty, and we are York, York, York. We are York. We're City, play pretty, and we are York, York, York. I'm the chap with the red scarf on, going around singing "We Are York." I'm the chap with the red scarf on, going around singing "We Are York." We're City, play pretty, that is our style of football. How charming, just like the Minster, a pint of bitter and a slice from Ginster. Walking the walk, talking the talk, and singing "We Are York." Climbing up the old Division 4, if you score some then we'll score more. Programme in my back pocket, Reedy's got the ball now, watch him rock it. In Mills, we trust, the other team's got nothing on us, cause we're City, play pretty, and we are York, York, York.
There you go. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you enjoyed that little recap. I think it's important that, because we've said that we're not rushing the series, I think it's good to see you guys to see how we're scoring goals and where we're creating from, and maybe the tactical tweaks that we put in the game. You might be able to see that in some of the highlights. I think you maybe did towards the end with a couple of crosses from Dan Batty that ended up being goals at the far post from headers, so we'll talk about that. But there you can see we've been absolutely flawless. There was one potential little blip when we did get Josh Stones sent off after 50 minutes, but we were already 2-0 up and we ended up finishing the game 3-0. We are obviously top of the league. just ahead of our real-life rivals in Barnet. I think we will have to play them at some point very soon. Yeah, we're playing them soon. So today we're going to play Oldham and Dagenham. Redbridge, 23 scored, 7 conceded. As I said, Ollie Pearce has been a bit of a disaster so far. He's training well. He may come back into the team. He was out the last game with a slight injury. What did he do? Oh, yeah, he's hernia. Then he missed a game with a bruised ankle. So he's missed a little bit, but I do really want him back in the team. We want to score some goals. And if you haven't noticed already, we got some merch. There's a link down in the description. I've decided to go big time and do some merch. There's some channel merch, and then we're going to do some series merch. We may do some footballer-themed ones, depending on if we get any legends throughout the save. Go check it out. Link in the description. Pretty cheap. Said it's pretty good quality, this. Took about just over a week to come, because it doesn't come somewhere from, I think, Latvia or something, but the print is pretty impressive. All right, and I think this is about £13.50 for a shirt. There you go. Check it out. Link down in the description. Thank you. You also get a mug as well. So that is where we're up to now. Tactically, there was a couple of things early on. So we started this season with this side being the complete wing back, and then this side being the inverted wing back. It didn't really make sense. I was trying to just make players fit into their natural positions. I thought because Joe Felix is a right back and I do want him to play inverted, it made sense for him to be on the left-hand side playing the inverted role and allowing King, who's decent at crossing, to do that. But with the players ahead of him, it doesn't really work, because we've got Depot, even though we've got Depot stay wide. Oh, by the way, link down in the description to the Patreon if you want to download this version of the tactic, because it's worked extremely well. It made sense to change a few roles, so we've flipped them over. The complete wing back going around here, and then obviously the inverted coming into here. And then what we have done, change that, we were going to do the Volante that side with Hunt, and then Batty staying as the deep line playmaker on defend. However, what we have done is flipped it round. So even though in real life it would probably be better the other way, Batty's absolutely loving this Volante role. So like getting into these areas and crossing in like these Kevin De Bruyne areas. And it's worked wonderfully well. His average rating has picked up, like, let's have a little look. The form. There you go. So halfback, halfback, halfback. Segundo Volante, 1 assist. Segundo Volante, 2 assists, 7.7 and an 8. So it's worked really well. I think we're vulnerable maybe more to getting beat on the counter. But, you know, I said we wanted to entertain, especially in this division. We're strong enough. So let's go and create a few more chances. And now Ollie Pearce is back. We may hopefully be able to score him some goals today. So that's the changes that we've made. It's worked tremendously well. Obviously now Felix can go around there. We've got overlap on the left. We've got inverted wing back and obviously the Volante going in here. So we've got the underlap on the right. We've also gone from shorter to slightly shorter. We're not overplaying. And then as well, we've struggled in build-up when we haven't been able to find Batty. The keeper's kicked long. So I've now changed it in transition just to take short kicks, distribute to the centre halves. And yeah, there we go. Performance-wise so far, Nathaniel George has had 1 stance, 2 assists, so really impressive. Depot 7 goals in 9 games. Linnell Lewis has come off the bench a couple of times. Joe Felix is playing really well. Yeah, Fagan Walcott, Tyree Sinclair's got 5 goals. We just need to get Ollie Pearce going, and hopefully that will be today. I think as well, him playing as a poacher, it maybe just means he drifts out of games a little bit, so we might be able to maybe just get him a few more touches on the ball playing as an advanced forward. It looks like we're not going to see the best of him. He's absolutely on fire for York City in real life, leading goal scoring league, and he's already scored 23 goals in the league this season. So in real life, he's going to be hitting 30. At the moment, he's 23 short of his current tally. That may change today. Now, Oldham, I thought, would be up there, and they potentially will still be up there. 9 games, 3 and 3. So not an amazing stat for them, but they will, I'm sure, in and around the playoffs. Right, let's go and see how this bad boy works out. Jeff King is not fully fit yet. We'll make a little change. I'm starting to rotate a little bit, so Fallowfield's coming in to make a few games. There's just too many. The squad is too big, to be fair. It is too big. As I said, I would have loved to have had 7. Do we get 7 subs in the League 2? 5 from 7. So it's getting through the season, and it's just a shame because I would like to, you know, use more players off the bench. Some do get tired when you're really having to make changes based on how much they've played over the last few weeks. We've been doing more rest days. We played Friday night, and now this is the Saturday, so we actually gave the boys 2 days off. Come on, Ollie. Yeah, they're not in great form. Bearing in mind they're 3 and 3. They've drawn the last 3 and lost the last 2, so the last 5, horrendous. There's us, full of green. full strength, pretty much, with Fallowfield. Fallowfield's a really good backup to come in. Right, here we go. Mail. Fallowfield. Batty. Fagan Walcott. And Claire. It's a good pass. It's a great pass by Harrison Mail into Josh Stones, the former Oldham loanee, and I think it was saved and hit the post, but that was a really lovely pass from Fagan Walcott through the middle of the pitch. And we've got a corner. Hunt. Deep. I think that will be end of the highlight. Good early chance though for City. I absolutely love it. Every time you guys turn up for a game, we go defensively solid. Right. It is a tough one. It's probably one of the hardest places to go during the season, Oldham away. I actually took the little lad, me and the little lad went to our first away game together to Oldham and we picked up a lovely 2-0 win. Tuesday night under the lights. Can we get something? Right, into the half. And we have got changes to make. Both strikers have been quiet up there. I just want to give... Oh, that's gone all the way in. I don't know how... I don't think Harrison Mail made a decent attempt for that. He kind of just fell on the ground, didn't he? Second balls is an issue in there sometimes, but that's just the way we're playing the 4-2-4. It's a good strike. Oh, Mail should have done better. It went through the defender's legs, but Harrison Mail really should be saving that. I think I'm going to whip one in here. We've got to be careful. We don't want to be out of the game. We are out of the game. James Norwood has scored 2 goals in a space of 5 minutes. We are going to get beaten at times at the far stick if he was up against Joe Felix, because Joe Felix is like 5'4". 2v1 in here, which is poor. Yeah, out jumps. I think it was Fagan Wall. Oh, Felix. It was Joe Felix. Right, highlight straight after. We may have to make a couple of changes. Looks like we're going to be making... What have we got on the bench? I really don't want to take Ollie off. But normally Depot up front is generally a good way to go. Right, Felix. Here is Depot. How? Hunt. Pearce. Shoots from distance. Over the bar. We needed that to go in. That was a sign of a desperate man who's not scored. Right, we'll see where this goes. It's a highlight for somebody. Lundstrom. Right, Pearce has won it and then lost it. We're going to get it back though. How? Just play. Into Joe Felix. It's off down the left. Lovely pass into Stones. Depot made a nice little run, but it's good. Having a few more touches. Batty. Sinclair. Keep moving it, boys. The chance will come. Hunt. Fallowfield. Ollie Pearce. He's in. Ollie Pearce has scored. It's onside. There's no flag. He is up and running. Thank God for that. And we're right into the game. Lovely little clip over the top by Fallowfield. Pearce beats the offside trap and smashes it in. We've got half a chance. Let's give it a little praise. Right, we are going to make a change. We are going to allow Depot to go up front. We'll take off Josh Stones and we'll bring on Nathaniel George in there. And really, that's all we can do without bringing on Lenny. We have got the 4-3-3, which we could do at the end, perhaps. Let's see where we go. We've got time to play. 12 minutes. Plus stoppage. Fallowfield cross. Nathaniel George is there and he's hit the post. From about 5 yards. Header. Felix strikes! I thought the highlight would be over. It wasn't over. A goalkeeping error by Dennis, I think. Not great goalkeeper we've seen today. There he is. Header off the post. Back to Felix. Well done, Nathaniel George, for keeping it alive. Depot is going to get himself an assist. Little deflection. And then the goalkeeper could only parry it into his net. We are going to make one final change. We're going to bring on the shop. We are going to bring him on for Sinclair. And we're going to move Depot back to his left side. And Nathaniel George can come onto this right-hand side. Let's give a little encourage. We're scoring goals, boys, which is good. That's what you want to see. It's going to finish 2-2. There we go. 60% of the ball. They've had hardly any XG. Only 3 on target for them. Only 4 on target for us. Yeah, we'll take that. 2-0 down. Ollie Pearce. Oh, I've put not good enough. I've done that twice in the last few weeks. God, they're going to be really unhappy. Right, 3 points clear. I think it's now Dagenham and Redbridge. There we go. We've had a good month as well off the pitch with Depot picking up my player of the month and me getting The Warder confirms York's astute management in the last month. 6 matches, 5 wins, and that draw against Oldham. We are getting a few little loan offers in for a couple of players that I have rejected so far. I have started making a little bit of a shortlist as well. Ooh, Tom Carroll. Britta Sombalonga. Dear me. We do, I feel, need a striker. Loa. We don't need him. There is someone else that I'm looking at that I'll show you in a minute. Kieran Clark. No, I don't want to have the team full of 30. We might get by with a couple. When John Lennell Lewis leaves, a 35 and a 33, it's good to have a little bit of experience in the team, so we may look at replacing them. But shortlist-wise, just creating a little shortlist of a few players. Greg Ollie's a player that I absolutely love. I think he got a really bad injury at the start of the season in real life for Gateshead, but he's wonderful. Doesn't actually suit our play at the moment, though. We don't know where to put him. He's not interested in signing. He's 28. It's unlikely we'll probably make a move for him. An interesting one is Gabby McGill, who, if I don't try signing someone else, is going to... This is York City's, not the last chairman, that was an absolute horrendous. The chairman before was with the club for, how many years? Probably been nearly 20 years, maybe. We'll be far off 20 years, chairman. Ups and downs, very much towards the end, his decision-making was not the best. Do know him and Gabby in particular. I used to teach Gabby when he was young. He's propelled himself through York City, then Middlesbrough signed him, then been in Scotland, done quite well, scored a couple of goals for Adrionians a couple of seasons ago, got a bad injury at the moment, so he's without a club, and he's randomly just popped up, and I thought, we need another striker. Someone else has put a bid in for him, because one of the loans is like Lewis Richardson, which is good, scored a couple of goals for us, but I really don't want loanees, if we can avoid it. Yeah, I'm thinking about bringing Gabby in. I said I want to do the save with the heart and not the head as a lot. So, that would be a signing, since I used to teach him when he was young. I feel like, I want to bring him in. How much is he worth? He wants to be, we can do target forward. Importance a bit much. But he's got a little bit more potential. That's a lot of money, Gabby. That is a lot of money. Pace 9. I can't justify that, Gabby, I don't think. Where would that sit him in our earnings? Oh, not with the big boys. Would you do it for 950, Gabby? Would you do it for 900, Gabby? 950? Yes, he does. If Oldham take him, Oldham take him, but we can't say that we've not made an effort. Right, it's Dagenham and Redbridge. Same team, I think. So these players in here that I never use, like Ollie Dyson. I don't know where he is in real life. He's been in and out on loan at York City. Obviously, you can't see this because we're playing a year ahead. Obviously, because we're kind of doing the 24-25. He's been out on loan Scarborough a few times. I'm not actually sure where he is at the moment. Crooks hasn't played. Billy Shadwick's a player that I like, but just not getting enough game time. I said the substitution issue is kind of killed us. I'd rather just keep the squad till the end of the season. I do need to start looking at contracts. There's so many players out of contract, and what I don't want to do is leave it to the point where it gets to around December and then they start saying, I'm going to leave on a free. So we'll have a little look at whose contracts are out. And because we said we want to keep some of these players for, definitely the next 3 or 4 seasons, if not a couple of them all the way through the save until we win that league. So we really need to make sure that we've signed them up to good deals, long-term deals as well. Right, here we go. Dagenham and Redbridge at home. They're playing a good old-fashioned 4-4-2. Right, 26 minutes in. First highlight. I don't know why we go all shy when you lot are watching. Batty fires over from the edge of the area. In a lot of the games, I think the last game off camera, we were about 4-0 up after 30 minutes. Right, looks like we're coming into it a little bit now. Fagan Walcott. How? Into Akinyemi, who comes deep. So this is where we need to keep the width with Felix, you see, because Depot often comes inside. Here he is. Joe Felix. Cross. Sinclair's going to pull it back to Ollie Pearce. There he is, his second of the season. We've got him going. Thank God for that. Good movement. Joe Felix hitting that space left by Depot. Firing a low cross. Really good low cross. Sinclair, lovely pullback. And there is Ollie Pearce to fire it in from the 6-yard box. 1-0 on the half-hour mark. King. Sinclair. Into Sinclair with dangerous position again. Depot backing. Yemi with the pullback. It's like being on FIFA. What FIFA edition was it where you just used to get to the byline and cut it back? Depot's in, 2-0 before half-time. We're dominating the game again. Sinclair is racking up some serious numbers. Nice little pass by King as well down that side. Well done, Jeff. Into Depot. He must be our leading goal scorer. Josh Stones has not scored many. He's not exactly flying on all cylinders. Only 3 for the season, but he is looking quite nice in his mentals. Aggression 17. Ralphie calls him Angry Ginge. And it's comfortable. A lot of these games, like I know the game against Oldham was 2-2, but it feels like they're not like Jurgen Klopp kind of, and the basketball games of end to end, even though we're playing this 4-2-4. It does feel like we're generally in complete control, and we normally are the better side. Very rare. I don't think we've played a game where I thought, we were lucky. Ollie Pearce, he scored again. I've never actually thought that we were kind of lucky to get a point, lucky to get away with a win. We should have beaten Solihull Moors. And there's not a game where I thought, we got away with that one. We've not had to score really late goals either. Great little header by Ollie Pearce. Lovely ball from Felix. He's doing well on that left-hand side, since he's right-footed. Look at the techers on that. Lovely cross. 3-0. Beautiful. Right, Hunt. We'll make some changes. We haven't done any changes yet. I'm conscious of... The FA Cup draw's a dodgy one, and I'll show you in a minute. I really wanted a lower league side so we could do 11 changes, but I do want us to go as far as we can in all the cups, really. FA Trophy and the FA Cup. But we need to do it by trying to utilise our squad a little bit as Akinyemi fires over. We've been given Hemel Hempstead, which I believe are in Conference South, so a league below. Let's take off Fergan Walcott. Better give some minutes to Marvin Armstrong because he will get probably more unhappy. Linnell, I imagine, will retire at the end of the season. So I want to bring in that Linnell kind of play. He's been great for York City. Scored some big goals in recent seasons. A lot of this time coming off the bench. But yeah, it'd be good that one of our 4 strikers that we have next season, if we carry on with like the 4-4-2, is an old dog. As Josh Stone smashes it in. It's 4-0. You know what I mean? Having that talisman guy that's dropped down the leagues potentially. We'll have a good look in pre-season when the season's finished of who's going to be that guy just, holding the fort for us. Been that maybe leader off the pitch. Oh, that's terrible goalkeeping. Josh Stones will take it though. He's 4th of the season. It's 4-0. Right. Let's highlight. Right, are we breaking? Armstrong, he's got the legs. Oh, that's a poor pass. Ollie's not going to get that. He's not the quickest, is Ollie. Hunt is in. He's going to make it 5. He does make it 5. 3 games out of the last 4 since we've made this tactical change. We have managed to score 5 goals, boys. Just that Volante and the DLP on defend, rather than it being that half-back. We were just maybe a little bit too cautious. We're going to score some goals, boys. There we go. 5-0. That is job done. And we'll have to give it a little praise because I've upset them a couple of times. So when I get the chance, we just need to make sure and we tell them how well they've done. Oh, come on. I would love a clean sheet. Please. Over the bar. Thank you. I'm praising just as a corner's coming in. Yeah. That's fine. It's not fine. It's really annoying. Really annoying that they've done absolutely nothing. And then they've just decided to have a couple of set pieces. Half cleared. Well, it wasn't half cleared at all, was it? Was it deflection? Oh, it might have flicked off a heel a little bit. There we go. 5-1. Right, let me make sure. Outstretch arms. Just get them greens in. All about the greens. But there we go. 3 points clear. We're buzzing with that. So we have got some loan offers coming in for a few players. Like some are transfer listed. I really don't want to make any changes. I said, let's look at contracts actually. So contracts that are the 2 loanees. Paddy will probably retire. He's kind of like has he got a job? I'm sure he's like, in real life, he's like helping like behind the scenes a little bit. Very much just part-time. We had a bit of a crisis with illness last night for the game against Maidenhead, and he travelled with the squad and was on the bench. Very steady player, but has not played at all for us. Callum Howe is the wrong side of 30, I think. Yeah, 30 years old, but we will make a deal for him. We don't want to lose him. You would expect Lenny to maybe retire. I'm going to take him off the transfer list. This was what the game had already done. I think him being off the transfer list, you never know, may see him stay for another season. Rory Watson, I'm not overly bothered about, but, if we're not going to go out and sign another goalkeeper, we might as well keep him and maybe all 3 keepers, Male, Sykes, Kenworthy, Watson. Fallowfield, back up right back. Yeah, we maybe need to do a deal for him, but We're also conscious of getting these deals in if we do get promoted, because they're going to ask for more if we get promoted. What I always tend to do is as well, let's offer Callum Howe a new contract. This is a nice little tweak for you to do. So his contract's expiring at the end of the season. He's not asked for a new contract. Regular starter yet, but we do it at the end of the season. So whatever he offers, because it'll be more, won't it? Let's be honest, it'll be more. What's his existing one? 1.3. Okay. But then you get these promotion wage rises in, which we don't want. Is he happy with that? He is happy with that. We'll take that. 2 years as well, which I think good, because he's going to be, 32 at the end. We'll see how he is. Hopefully, we'll be Football League by then. So there's a nice little tweak to do. End of the season. Very rarely do they not enjoy that. So we could do that with a whole host. Like, we need to get Depot signed up, don't we? I'll spend a little bit of time offering him a new contract. Sinclair I'd love to keep. God, does Lever Ando, he's probably not good enough. Ricky Aguiar, I do like him in real life, nice classy midfielder, but we're just not, we're playing DMs. He's more of a high 8 or a high 10. He's played a couple of games actually left full back, but yeah, he may be one that we say goodbye to, because what we wanted to do next year is strengthen, and we want to strengthen our starting 11 and move our current players down into backup positions, not kind of having an overly bloated squad. Jeff King's been brilliant. Would love to keep him. Marvin Armstrong's maybe struggling. I do feel we need that physicality in there, so maybe a little bit of upgrading in central midfield, ready to go along with Batty. Stones is a strange one, his contract, because he's only just signed for the club. We'll sign him to a new deal, and then that is all about. There's a lot there. There's a lot of work to be done. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. Go check out the merch. Check out the Patreon as well if you want that tactic. We are top of the league. Ollie Pearce is scoring goals. Get in.
I'm the chap with the red scarf on, going around singing we are York. We're City, play pretty, that is our style of football. How charming, just like the Minster, a pint of bitter and a slice from Ginster. Walking the walk, talking the talk, and singing we are York. Climbing up the old division.